Hey my friends, welcome back to Falcons RC. And here we have the Gamera. How is it together? Gamera. Okay my friends, I'm gonna basically show you how I build this plane. Benjamin here is going to... Are you gonna help me? Help me. What does the plane do? Does it fly? Does it fly? Fly? Okay, let's go build it. Alright my friends, so first we're gonna lay it on main wing. Basically I'm going to go ahead and cut the elements off of it, and notice I just went ahead and cut it with a 45-degree angle already on it, just to make it quicker. Notice the cut, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the elements. And notice right here, now it's already cut, and we have the gap basically that we need on the bottom of the wing to allow enough clearance, you know. And the tape I like to use, that you see right here, is the one that has the fibers in it, basically to have a better joint, and it won't rip off the plane so easy, you know. It's gonna hold a lot better. So we do that on the top, and we make sure to leave a small gap, very tiny gap, guys, basically just so you have enough movement on the control surface and your servo won't be binding on you. And of course we're gonna go ahead and put the tape on the bottom of the wing too. Same thing, same way we did it on the top, you know. Wrap it all the way around the control surface. This is gonna ensure that the control surface won't fly away on us if we pull too hard. Next step is gonna be putting the wing spar. I'm actually using a carbon fiber square on this point. I prefer the square over the round rod because it's a lot stronger, and basically just cut away the amount of foam you need and to replace with the carbon fiber square. And also notice that the carbon fiber square or the wing brace is placed at the very end of the float, basically the trailing edge of the float, where we can say the gear or the spot that we're going to be landing on. The next step is going to be to glue the sides onto, or the boat, basically the floating pontoons onto the wing. And this is the glue I like to use for these guys. So I'm going to try to put another video up, so check the description of this video for the link where I show you how I use this glue. And we place this thing on place, glue it on place. And then something that I didn't put on the blueprints, but it's very simple to do, you know. I just cut you these pieces right here. And you don't have to cut them this size. I actually recommend you to measure and see how big you need them to be for your own airplane. So make sure to measure them the right way, you know. And the location of it, the thick one, or you can cut two of them, goes right along with the wing spar, and the small one that is on the front goes line up with the leading edge of the wing. So there is no science, you know, big science on it. So it should be very easy for you to do it yourself. And we're gonna go ahead and do the sides, glue the sides on place. And one thing I like about this foam is that notice how easy it actually just shapes. You know, you can just use a pencil or something round and curve it. Very simple. You know, nice and shaped, so you won't have to hold it with tape or anything on place. And of course we're gonna go ahead and glue it on place. I love this glue, guys. It works quick, and you don't have to wait hours before you can keep working on your plane. So we're gonna go ahead now and do the top of this. Basically do the same thing we did with the first one. We're gonna fold the front of it just enough so it will basically hold on place without any tape. You see that there. Of course I already went ahead and did both sides. And now this is what it looks now. And now I actually came up with this little table right here, basically parts that I already had, just so I can have a strong surface to work off when I'm going to be working on the top of the plane right now. So just to give you an idea, we're going to glue the sides of the fuselage, but before we need to mark where everything is going to go. So basically it's very simple. Right here you see 3 inches, but it's basically whatever the width is of your nose in the front, and it has to be 8 inches from the front to the back, and then from that point where you finish the 8 inches all the way to the back of the plane, about 1/4 of an inch off the center line, or basically depending how thick your foam is. If your foam is 4 millimeters, make it 4 millimeters off. You know, we shape the nose of the plane, and we make a crease, or where the main fuselage start to falling down, or where the 8 inches are. You know, we make a crease there, so it will be easier to hold it on place. Now my servos, as you can see right here, I'm joining them all together because I'm gonna put them inside the plane. But you really don't have to do this, guys. You can put them on the outside and they will be okay because there is no water really going over the wing. I tested this a lot already, so you don't have to worry about putting the servos inside the plane. You can do it on the outside. These are my push rods right here, and my credit cards. This is right here, my credit card control horns. Yeah, we have to recycle everything we can, guys, to make these planes cheap, which is, you know, so we don't take the fun away from it. Oh God. Okay, so you can see right here, everything on place, very nice and neat. Like I say, all this is simple step, guys. There is nothing complicated about it. I went ahead and put the rudder push rod on place, even though I don't have the rudder on place yet. I did put the push rod because it's hard to get them in there after you get all the plane built. As you can see right here, the location. And this firewall too, I mean, this basically battery support is not on the blueprints either, but notice too there is something simple, nothing to worry about it. And the only reason I put it there was actually to reinforce my servos over there, because they were just sitting there. Having this plate over there, it makes, you know, it gets my servos a little bit more of support and makes my battery tray a little bit stronger too. So it worked out pretty good to serve two purposes basically. So, okay, my friends, let's go on a quick overview basically of what we just did. Well, to start with, you know, the tape that I use over here, the hinge tape, you know, you have the one I'm using has the fiber in it, which is basically to make it stronger. It's like a packing tape. Make sure those fabrics are pointing, you know, are overlapping, let's say, from the fuselage to the control surface. In that way, you know, they won't rip off. You know, the control surface will hold better to the aircraft. And you know, this plate that we just put over here, I did not put this on the blueprints, but there is no need for it. I mean, it's very simple to do. I mean, just a 1/2 inch strip by 5.5 inches long, and you know, 3 of them, and glue one on each side, one on the middle, and then put this one on the top. You know, mine is 5.5 by 2 5/8. And of course, notice that I glued inside, you know, the glue line where I'm going to be gluing the outside of the fuselage, because we don't want to put it all the way to the edge, because then this one won't fit on place the way it's supposed to be. Like right now, basically we're ready to glue this one right there, and we'll be just on the spot. And the servos, guys, I put them in here, but you don't really have to put them inside the aircraft. You can put them outside. I just put them inside, you know, basically for look, so the plane will look better, look more clean basically. Because let's flip it around here, and you can see all we got out here is the push rods, so it looks a little bit more clean that way. And I went ahead and installed the rudder to push rod, and it'll be a lot easier for me to put the next one on place. So okay, guys, one more thing, you know, remember this block right here is 1/2 inch, basically just to support the weight better, because you know, this corner right here is the one that we're going to be landing on all the time. Well, the one we're supposed to be landing on. So that's why it's 1/2 inch foam. You don't have to have 1/2 inch foam. You can cut 2 of the 10 foam, you know, and glue them together and then put them here. It's just basically something to make this part thick, to reinforce it, you know, so it will hold the weight better. So okay, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe. See you next fly.